Good morning, everybody. One last time here from Karakol. I'm currently walking back to the bus station to try and catch my next transport to a place that is called Kaji Say, which is on the Issyk-Kul Lake on the south side of it. All right, so I would say let's get going and see you at the bus stop. Definitely a very prominent building. So I did find the bus station. However, all of those buses here seem to go north. But we want to go south. Well, some guy just saw me standing there, and brought me here. Gave me a lift to this other bus station right here at the Central Bazaar. So that might be quite helpful, actually. We now have a whole lot more of options to get out of here. And there is also one for our first destination, for our stop in between, for Kysyl-Suu. Took us long enough, but we finally made it into our first bus that will lead us to Kysyl-Suu. And we have a little window seat here, at least for now. So we're also going to see a little bit of the route this time. That was quite something. So we're out from the first bus and we're now in a little city that is called Kysyl-Suu, where we will now try to get to the other collection spot for buses and things, and either one of those will pick us up and we get to our destination, or someone else will tell us where to go, or maybe even take us there. Who knows? More of a local way to travel. But I somehow made it. And I'm now sitting in a little bit of a smaller car, so it's not an official bus. But apparently, we're going into the direction of Kaji Say. So let's see where we end up. He goes into the distance in the direction of Bokon. We, however, actually made it to the place called Kaji Say. And look at those views. You have the lake, the beautiful lake, really in walking distance right here, and the mountains in this direction. Beautiful. There's this part of Kaji Say, which is very close to the beach and has like a few hotels and a few like basic shops and restaurants and things. And then the actual Kaji Say is like, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 kilometers in this direction somewhere. But our hotel is in this part. But yes, as you can see, there's like a few restaurants and things here. I slowly actually feel like eating again. If I'm not mistaken, the hotel actually also offers dinner. We'll see. They're watching us. They're watching the guests who go to the hotels. Vitamin right here. Natalia in this direction. This is where we're going, by the way. Maybe that's already it. Seems so. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is indeed the premises of our hotel. Look at that. You have a few pavilions where you can sit. Then you have those buildings right here. And of course the mountain backdrop. And we actually are staying right here in this little cozy room, which has a bed, which has an optional fridge. First time we have a TV in the room. What a luxury. But the real luxury is to have your own bathroom. Very nice. Those are some nice looking apples again. Look at that. Vitamin Hotel has some actual vitamins in their garden. The total trip from Karakol to Kaji Say with the mashrutkas and whatever that second thing was took about 4 hours. And to get to the first stop, so to this little town called Kysyl-Suu, it was an hour, I think, maybe a little bit less, maybe even a little bit less than an hour. And it costs 100 som. And to go from there to our final destination here, Kaji Say, that was 500 som. So for 600 som, we made this 4-hour trip. That is really amazing. Yes, it was uncomfortable. Yes, it was a bit stressful, but it was also quite inexpensive. What is also very nice, honestly, is the beaches, or the entire shore of the Issyk-Kul Lake is freely accessible. You know, like usually when you are in those tourist places, then you just gotta either, I don't know, have to pay some kind of fee, or they're private because they belong to some hotel or something. But here, I'm just taking a little way here, a little path that goes straight down to the lake. And here we are, back again at the water of the Issyk-Kul Lake. And somewhere there, you can't see it, is Cholponata, where we've been some time before. I just randomly decided to walk up here, away from the beach in order to get somehow back to civilization. Oh, there you go. This is open. Okay. I already thought that I illegally entered something here while also talking about all of the, fully accessible beaches. Anyway, we made it out. Let's see if we can get a bite somewhere. And if not, oh well, then we wait for breakfast. That's how it goes sometimes. All of them seem to be closed. Oh, there's some people sitting. Okay, that's a good sign. So we at least have one option to get a bite somewhere. Anyway, still will shortly go back to where I'm staying, to my accommodation, because I don't know how long this administrator person will be there, and I definitely need some breakfast tomorrow. I'm not really sure. There's some numbers that you can call here to have some nice trips somewhere. Doesn't say where they're going or anything. So maybe that's just more like, those bathroom stall numbers calling for a good time. I don't know if I would trust that kind of advertisement. So it actually still worked to get some nice dinner here by my accommodation. Got some good old pelmeni going on. Can't go wrong with that. With all kinds of things, but most importantly, of course, sour cream, because that's how you do it. So these are actually made right here. They're not just, frozen ones that they then just defrosted just for me. They're actually homemade. And now we're gonna try whatever this is. It's very good, but I still can't really tell what it is. It has some tomato kind of flavor. It also looks like there's tomatoes in there actually, but really can't tell. Good morning to everyone. Wonderful morning, in fact. It's a very nice sunny day today again. All the clouds have disappeared. So yes, it might get very, very hot yet again for our little tour that we're going to do today. So what's the plan today? As you might have seen, we are in a truly beautiful region, which has beautiful mountain formations and of course the Issyk-Kul Lake on the other side. So you might say that you're living in a fairy tale around here. And the people here pretty much thought the same. And a fairy tale in Russian is a skazka. So today we're heading to a place that is called the Skazka Canyon. Because apparently this canyon looks like straight out of a fairy tale. Wow, what is happening here? That was 4 police cars. Crazy. today the lake also has a very, very beautiful blue, a lot better than yesterday in the evening. We're actually going to take the official zebra crossing right here that is like a shadow of its former self, and right there is the lake and the color that it has right now. And maybe before we get to our canyon, we'll actually take a quick look at the lake in this weather, just to be sure, you know, because we never know what the weather is going to be like whenever we come back. Quite different, huh? A lot more color, a lot more blue. Yesterday it was just a little bit grayish, so it didn't really have its full character, its full beauty. Close to this dock, people are swimming as well, so perfect temperatures. This feels like vacation. That's crazy. So far, this entire uncoordinated trip was feeling more like an adventure, but this is like, you know, vacation kind of stuff. Like we're back in, I don't know, Tenerife or something. All right, time to get going. We gotta make it to yet another beautiful place, but in the opposite direction. So into the mountains it is. But I honestly feel like the probability of a taxi coming through here is quite low. So we probably just gotta do the hitchhiking thing. Yeah, so we found the hitchhike and I'm sitting with a few eagles here. That was a bit unexpected, but seems like I found a new friend. We're here. We made it in this beautiful car right there with two eagles. This right here is the entrance to the mountain range where we're gonna go, where our Fairytale Canyon is gonna be. You actually do have to pay a little entrance fee to get in there, so it's 50 som, which is not a lot, you know. So here's a little booth where it also once again says that you have to pay entrance. I don't know if you pay that here. Like, is someone really in that box the entire day? The answer is a clear no. So maybe it's further up. Maybe that's like just for vehicles passing through because it has this barrier thingy. I don't know. Just gotta hope that we didn't enter this place illegally now, you know? Okay. There's also no phone signal here. Make sure to have some offline maps there because it's gonna be a little bit of a digital detox, which is kind of sad because I still wanted to send an update to my Telegram community of where I'm going, what I'm doing, because my Telegram community usually gets to see everything first. It is a place where I upload travel updates and a little bit more content and stuff whenever it happens directly during the journey. So while you're seeing this video probably like 1 or 2 months later, my Telegram community already knew where I am and what I'm doing. So if you also don't want to miss out on all of those updates, I invite you to join my Telegram group for free. There's absolutely no weird stuff in there. I'm not selling anything there. It's literally just if you want to see some more of me. So if that sounds like something you would enjoy, click the link down in the description and join the community. However, as I said, they did not see any update that I arrived here and I'll now go to the Skazka Canyon. Oh well, the sun is burning down quite much right now actually. So maybe it is time to get out that one thing that can help against my head being burned. Oh hell yeah. There you go. We're doing things the local way. You know, this either makes me look like I'm fully integrated, especially also with my Kyrgyzstan shirt, which is totally not a tourist thing. Or maybe it just makes me look like a stupid tourist. It at least serves its purpose, protecting me from the sun. So let's continue. You have 3 points where you can go. Funnily enough, named 2, 3, and 4. And you have a trail that is like 15 minutes, 5 minutes, and 25 minutes. So overall, not really that long. So I guess we just wander up here to where those people are and see what this trail is like. But it's quite interesting. You can see there's more like some wall-like structure, thin walls, and then there's the big wall where all of the people go. Gotta go to the same spot. I don't know if this is the official path where I'm walking, but I see footprints, so I just assume it is. So this is the path upwards right here, in between the walls of this canyon. It's all some kind of sandstone, and it's really only just those thin walls right here. Like on this side you of course now don't really see how thin they are, but here on the other side, like this right here, is the thickness. A little bit more than my hand. Quite impressive that only this is still standing like that. And it continues on right there on the other side, so maybe at some point this was actually like a full wall where this path is now as well. Who knows? The lake, the Issyk-Kul and all of its water, is very, very far in this direction now. Down there somewhere is where we started. That's quite something, huh? Quite the view. Trying to make our way down here from the wall again without falling. That's actually quite easy. Until the part where it's not, of course. Like this one. You know, I've been doing vlogs for quite some time. So doing everything one-handed is a skill that you do acquire over time when you do that. It's a very nice frame here, and I really want to get to that point where all of those people are, to the highest point. Okay, if we take a look at the situation, they're over here, probably going where those people are going, so you just gotta start somewhere there. No way! Is that actual water? Or did someone just pee here? Huh? Seems like there's actually a little bit of water here. And I feel like this right here is the way up to that peak where I want to go. It didn't seem like there's any official way, so we're just going to try our best. Yes, we're gaining height. We're also gaining it quite fast. It still seems like a long way, but we can do it. Even though I of course know that I don't sound like that as of right now. But it's already a very nice view from here. Okay, I made a little rest. I now feel better. This path is quite chill actually, not that much incline. Only at the last piece there's going to be a little bit more again. From here you can also very much see the Issyk-Kul Lake again, but once again you cannot see what's on the other side. The formations are just continuing on this side. There's more and more and more. I guess this had a flag at some point. Probably somebody took it as a souvenir or something. Nevertheless, yes, this is the peak where you can, in my opinion, get the absolutely greatest panoramic view over the entire Skazka Canyon. But now, as you may or may not have guessed it, it's all the way back. And with all the way back, I mean all the way to the street, all the way to the Issyk-Kul Lake. All I can say is that this canyon was really and truly a fairy tale. So now that we're back here next to the road, someone is here who guards this place. Finally, I also got to know where to pay my 50 som. It was actually right here. So yes, instead of paying in advance, I did it now. Could have just, you know, walked out, but it's 50 cents after all. Like, come on. For right now, it seems very much accessible. No idea if this is like prohibited in some way or whatever, but I'm pretty sure if it is, we will find out soon enough. And I still have a little bit of money with me to pay some fines and things, you know. It's within the budget. I mean, there's even car tracks and every now and then a few footsteps here. So I don't see a reason why we can't do this. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful watercolor, perfectly mixed with the green and the red sand. And we have the entire beach for ourselves. Isn't that great? I don't even think that the camera can really capture this, but it's also like crystal clear water. Oh no, there's someone coming. Someone's building up something. We're no longer alone. Well, I guess then we have to walk away from them. Take a little stroll along the Issyk-Kul. Well, I'm still out here on the road. No longer walking at the lake, but instead like directly next to the road here. And actually also tried to get some kind of hitchhike back, but so far everybody refused me. Or maybe I'm too dirty or too I don't know, intimidating. Nah, so yeah, that's why I'm still walking. And it would be like 2 more hours. Maybe we'll find someone on the way who will take me. And if not, well, 2 hours of walking it is. Yeah, adventure is sometimes also something like that. The views are really beautiful though. Nice blue water and some autumn colors in the trees. Either way, we don't really have that much time to think about things and make assumptions about people or assumptions about life. We just have to keep going. Can't rely on anything. Well, finally. Let me tell you something. Not even yesterday, I was as happy of seeing those 2 words right here. Because now that means that we made it back into the city. I've been walking for 15 kilometers now, and that was it for today. You know, this is what the reality looks like, man. You have those days and you have those. Or you have those parts of days and those. Because actually, you know, the first part of the day was pretty fun. Was probably one of the best ones that I had. Anyway, like, I really don't feel like eating right now. But probably, you know, future me will thank me if I now get something to eat. And also, Mandarin, the place that we already saw yesterday, it's open, so why the hell not? There you go. At least this part is definitely secured. We got some lagman over here, which is once again one of those Central Asian dishes. And I haven't tried that yet, so today that's gonna be the one. Life has become so crazy, this is slowly becoming a food review channel. I don't know what's happening. Nice. Has a grilled flavor to it. Vegetables, noodles of course, and meat, obviously. Good stuff, even after a day like that. There you go. Ending our day with a nice lagman for around 450. 465 it was. You can't really see me anymore because we spent too much time walking. But now we still gotta walk 700 meters to the place where I stay. Approaching the hotel here in the, well, not so darkness anymore. You know, I do have many goals in life, but one of the absolute priority goals was to be right here today again. So yes, after a very long trip, I did make it back, and tomorrow we're gonna leave the city of Kaji Say, hopefully not by foot. Yeah, I guess for that video that's kind of it. Thank you so much for watching, and let's get the hell out of here.